guys, Pim here. In this video, we are going to do a comprehensive deep dive review of Thinkific. So, if you are watching this, you probably have this amazing idea for an online course rattling around in your head. But then you start looking at the tech stack required to actually launch it, and you just want to crawl under a blanket. You know what I mean? You have to figure out video hosting, payment gateways, student logins, website design, email marketing. It is honestly overwhelming. That is the exact problem Thinkific promises to solve. They claim to be the platform that makes it easy to create, market, and sell your own online courses. But the big question is it actually the best option out there? Or are you better off with a competitor like Teachable, Kajabi, or maybe just hosting it yourself on WordPress? I have been testing Thinkific extensively, building out courses, messing with their site builder, and seeing if it can really handle the pressure of a real launch. By the end of this video, you will know for sure if this is the right home for your knowledge business. Also, really quickly before we jump in, I want to mention that I have a link right at the top of the description box below. I have set it up to apply the absolute best discount or specific promo offer available for Thinkific right now. So, if you do decide to sign up, even if you just want to grab their free plan to test the waters, make sure you click that link so you get the best deal possible. So, let's start with some context. Thinkific is based out of Vancouver, and they have been major players in this space for a long time. They aren't some flashy new startup that might disappear next year. They are a stable, heavy-hitter platform. Now, let's talk about the pricing model, because this is where Thinkific really differentiates itself from the pack. Unlike almost everyone else, Thinkific has a genuinely useful free plan. And I don't mean a free trial where you have to put in your credit card and remember to cancel. I mean a free forever tier where you can actually build a course and enroll students. That is huge if you are just starting out and don't have a budget yet. Once you grow, you move to their paid tiers, like the basic or start plans. But here is the killer feature regarding money. Thinkific charges 0% transaction fees on their plans. Compare that to Teachable, which often takes a percentage of every single sale you make on top of your monthly subscription, or Gumroad, which takes a huge chunk. With Thinkific, the money you make is yours, minus standard credit card fees, obviously. That 0% fee structure can save you thousands of dollars a year if you are selling high-ticket courses. Now let's get to the ugly truth. We need to be honest about the website builder. If you are coming from a design background, or if you are used to the flexibility of WordPress or the sleekness of Squarespace, you might find Thinkific's site builder a little rigid. It is not a drag-and-drop anywhere canvas. You have to work within their sections and their blocks. It can feel a bit limiting if you have a very specific artistic vision in mind. However, and this is the important nuance, I actually think this is a good thing for most course creators. Why? Because it stops you from procrastinating. You know how you can spend 3 weeks tweaking the padding on a button instead of recording your videos? Thinkific stops you from doing that. It forces you to use their clean, professional templates that are already optimized for mobile and conversions. It keeps you focused on the content, which is what people are actually paying for. Let's break down the core features, starting with the course builder itself. This is the heart of the platform, and honestly, it is fantastic. It is a drag-and-drop curriculum builder. You can upload videos, PDFs, audio files, and even text lessons. They also have diverse lesson types. It's not just video. You can add quizzes, surveys, and even assignments where students have to upload a file for you to review. This makes it feel like a real school, not just a YouTube playlist. You can set prerequisite lessons, meaning a student can't watch video B until they have finished video A and passed the quiz. Another massive component is the student experience. At the end of the day, if your students hate the platform, they won't finish the course, and they won't ask for refunds. Thinkific's video player is clean, professional, and unbranded. It looks really high-end. Plus, they have a dedicated communities feature. Think of this like a Facebook group, but built directly into your course platform. You don't have to send your students off to Facebook, where they will get distracted by cat videos, to have a discussion. They can chat, ask questions, and network right there inside Thinkific. Keeping everyone in one ecosystem really helps with completion rates. And we have to talk about the App Store. This is something Thinkific does better than almost anyone. No platform can do everything perfectly. Maybe you want a fancy countdown timer, or a specific type of certificate, or an integration with Shopify. Thinkific has a massive app store where you can plug in third-party tools. It makes the platform infinitely deeper. If Thinkific doesn't have a feature natively, there is almost certainly an app that adds it. Now let's talk about a specific nuance: marketing and sales features. This is where you have to manage your expectations. Thinkific is a course platform, not a marketing funnel platform like ClickFunnels. Yes, they have order bumps, where you can upsell a product at checkout, and coupons and bundles. But their email marketing is pretty basic. You can send announcements, but you aren't going to build complex automation sequences here. You will likely still need an external email provider like ConvertKit or MailChimp. Thinkific plays very nicely with them, but don't expect Thinkific to replace your entire marketing stack. Okay, let's break this down into a balanced list of pros and cons. On the pro side, first, reliability. It is rock solid. Your course isn't going to crash on launch day. Second, the 0% transaction fees. This puts more money in your pocket, period. Third, the ease of use. You can literally build a professional-looking course in an afternoon without knowing a single line of code. Now for the cons. First, the site builder limitations. As I mentioned, it's not for web designers who want total control. Second, the checkout process. It is functional, but it's not as highly optimized for funnels as something like Samcart or Kajabi. It's a standard checkout. And third, no built-in email automation. You have to pay for a separate tool for that. So, what is the final verdict? Is Thinkific worth it? If you are a funnel hacker who cares more about upsells, downsells, and complex marketing automation than the actual course content, then no, you might be happier with ClickFunnels or Kajabi. But if you are a serious teacher, expert, or creator who wants to build a legitimate education business, if you want a platform that puts the student experience first and makes your content look premium, then Thinkific is hands down the best choice. It strikes the perfect balance between being easy to use and powerful enough to scale. You can start on the free plan, make your first sales, and then grow without ever having to migrate to a new platform. Remember, if you are ready to launch that course, check that link in the description to make sure you get the best deal when you sign up. If you have an idea for a course, let me know in the comments. What are you planning to teach? I love hearing about your projects.